From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Now, here's Wendy.
All right, now. Thank you for watching our show. And please greet my co-host and the studio audience. How you doing? Okay, because it's Friday, let's get started. It's time for Hot Topic. Thank you. Look, I'm involved in something that I don't want to be involved with, but on account of the purple chair and a career that I've worked hard for, and we're in season 10, and you've come to expect things from me, and I've come to expect myself to give it to you good, I'm involved. Okay, so about Tamar, yesterday, I thought she was great. You know, we had a great, honest conversation. Next thing you know, ring, it's Vince. Her soon-to-be ex-husband. Well, first of all, he was calling from the hospital. He's recovering from shoulder and elbow surgery. He wishes Tamar well. He saw the interview. His phone has been blowing up. He's not talking to anybody, but he talked to us. He says he can't wait to come on our show to give his side of the story. And this is where my involvement comes in. Like, Vince, I mean, you have, okay, I'll take it on account of this is what I do, and this is what I know you have come to expect. But, you know, I like these people. I don't want to be involved. But somehow I'm involved. Don't feel sorry for me. I mean, I have a job to do. At the end of the day, you know I'm gonna come through like a thoroughbred. But I don't wanna be involved. I love you. I love you more. So a lot of people think that Angelina Jolie is using the media as a secret weapon. I agree too. Who said that? Yes. Yep, you see stuff. All right, so recently she's been taking all 6 of her kids to places that she knows that the paparazzi will be. All right, now, on Sunday and Monday, Angelina was shopping at a paparazzi-filled place, Fred Siegel. That used to be popular in the 80s. I had no idea Fred Siegel was even still around. Suzanne, right?
I've only been to LA a couple times. The first time I ever went, I went right to Fred Siegel.
In the 80s, though.
Yes, I had to see it. I went once.
Yeah.
I thought it was the greatest thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still there.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's still there, and apparently the paparazzi stay there, and this is where you go when you want to be papped. She's awfully pale and awfully skinny. She's trying to cover up right now. But you know, if you've seen the pictures up close, she literally is skin and bones. If we can see more of her ankles, we have an ankle shot of her. She literally looks like, put the other shot with all the 6, her ankles, she looks like she's going, and the calves, and none of the kids are smiling. Nobody's happy. The one in the blue jacket holding on wants to go home. This one at the end, Shiloh, who loves to go by the name John, is looking just like Brad. This girl, the black girl, like everybody looks sad. And you know what? I believe this 100%. I don't believe that Angelina Jolie is a nice woman behind the scenes. I've actually heard things, you know, and I think that she's trotting these kids around to try to make us believe she's a good mom. So that when she goes to court, because you know they are fighting for custody, she wants full custody. I don't even believe that, see, to me, I think that Brad, unfortunately, he's a man, but I have to stick up for him. Brad is still, she's unlikable. And she's made herself more unlikable with all these shenanigans going on with the kids and stuff. But Brad will come out on top. He's still bankable, niceable, but gullible for falling for her antics to begin with. But you know, he's from the Midwest. Look, he comes from a lovely family, and he never met somebody who wears a vial of blood on her neck. And God only knows the sex chamber that she probably had designed for them. You know, he's having sex 3 times a week. He's hypnotized. Hypnotized, I'll tell you. Hypnotized. And he fell for it. And so, further indication that this woman is not likable. And by the way, I don't believe that she's gonna be a movie star for much longer. Now, she can go on and serve at the United Nations and do great things for kids. You know, she's very charitable. But as far as going to the box office to see her, I believe the role that she's playing now is the role that will be her demise. And that's the role of her in real life. Even her divorce lawyer is no longer there. Susan Wasser. Now look, Laura Wasser. This Wasser woman. Look. This Wasser woman has had plenty of Hollywood women that she's represented and collected a lot of money. Britney Spears, Denise Richards, Kim Kardashian, just to name a few. If she wanted Angelina's money, it'd be very easy for her to just ride with it. But there's something about Angelina that even made the Wasser woman turn away. Believe me, you. Believe me, you. Just saying. Oh, God. I wonder what he truly thinks about her new boyfriend, Vince. I mean, I met him and stuff, but to me, too soon, like the rebound guy. This will be over before Christmas. You know, sometimes when you go through a divorce, you need to take a moment to yourself, like a whole year off. And you might have a dinner with somebody, but you're, like she said, she's in love. They've been together for 3 months. And she said that she'd love to have a lot of African babies, and she just needs the ring. But I also think that she's deflecting. She's trying to make us feel that she's got it all together, Tamar. And it happens. You watch your new boyfriend. That's all I'm saying. You watch him. So, happy birthday to one of my favorite MCs of all time, Nas. He's 45, believe it or not. Yes. Well, and for his birthday, guess what? He just made the Forbes highest paid in hip hop list. Yep. Number 6, he's number 6. He made $35 million this year. Well, I mean, I've known behind the scenes that he was an investor. A lot of times when people don't hear new music on the radio, then they feel as though, you know, what are you doing? What are you doing? But the smart thing that smart people do is you you low-key invest in stuff behind the scenes. Now, look, he's invested in Casper mattresses. Well, as we know, oh, yes, everyone needs a mattress. And no one goes in the stores anymore and actually lays on them. Do you go to a mattress store anymore? No. You order it, then they give you 30 days to try it. If you don't like it, then you send it back. Anyway, smart. He's also invested in Lyft, which is like Uber, you know. Yes, Lyft. And finally, and I'm sure he's invested in a lot more, but you know, I don't have time a day to read his whole dossier, but he invested in what they call the smart doorbell that Amazon just purchased. Amazon, oh, you know what it is? I see you nodding. Clap if you know what that is. Oh my gosh. What an investment, Nas. Well, Amazon just purchased it. What does the smart doorbell do? Like when you ring the door, the trap opens around you, and then you drop down to an exit sign that says, get away. I don't know. Very smart. Very sexy. And one of the best MCs of all time. So this is also really good news for his ex-wife, Kelis. Well, I'm gonna tell you why. Because first of all, you know they have a son together, Knight. He's 8 years old. So Nas has an obligation to do right by Kelis and Knight. Well, she feels as though she should be having, be getting more child support than the $8,000 a month that she's getting for Knight. Well, before I heard the Forbes list, because I was saying, all right, just round it up to an even 10 and call it a day. You know, $10,000 a month for an 8-year-old and so on and so forth. But now that he's on this Forbes list, he's got to change private schools and change private schools again. He's going to need security. The kidnappers and the weirdos are out here trying to make money. You watch your kids. And in addition, just Nas, I know you and Kelis don't have the best relationship behind the scenes, but to just shut her pie hole. And I love Kelis, I don't mean that in a bad way. Speaking of pie, she had a show. Not that pie. She had a show on the Cooking Channel at one point, and I don't know what happened to it. And she was making recipes. Look, he says he's given her a lot behind the scenes. He redecorated her house. He sent her to cooking school to hone her craft. He had this yellow stove that she insisted on having flown in from Europe. How delicious, a yellow stove. I wonder if it was like weak yellow or strong like a lemon. Like a strong lemon stove, how beautiful must that be? You don't even want to cook on it, it's art. Use the microwave. Anyway, so what I feel, Nas and Kelis, and I think this is fair for both of you. Nas, because you got all this money, and it's only a matter of time before she's gonna get more angry because you are going to be in love real quick. The bees are swarming as we speak. Thank God it's not Nicki Minaj, because remember we saw that on the, no. That's not a good look for him. He needs somebody with a little more polish, you know, now that he's on the Forbes. Although I did love he and Kelis together, and Kelis is hella talented, and they were a real sexy couple. He's all short, and she's all tall, you know. Yes, look, So here's what you do, Nas, and Kelis, accept the deal. $20,000 a month. Up it from 8,000 to 20. He's got it, we just read it. He's on the Forbes. Like, pay her to stay over there, make sure that Knight is good, and you all swap, visitations in the McDonald's parking lot like a lot of people do. It's so funny because you know the people that I'm talking about, and you know it when you see it. You're in the parking lot at Michael's. All you want to do is buy some thread and some glitter. All of a sudden, you see, a car already parked, the wife is there, and then, a man screeches up next to her, and nobody's talking. They're getting the kid out real quick, practically dragging the kid by the arm, just angry. But you all figure this out, because Kelis, you are hella talented, and I love you so much. And Nas, you're the one. You're the one. I just don't want to be involved. Like, when Vince gets here, what do I say? He did tell us, though, that Tamar wants to visit him in the hospital, which is fine with Vince. But he also said, well, you know what? If one of my girlfriends happens to be here or something like that, then she can't say anything. Well, then again, she might be visiting and have her man in the lobby. So, look, you all, just work. I don't want to be involved, but I'm involved. So, on opening day, our premiere day on Monday, I wore a beautiful Diane von Furstenberg dress. And I paired it with a really nice belt and then some Jimmy Choo slippers. Well, I had no idea that Kylie wore the same dress in Glamour magazine. Yeah. And so there was this whole debate online, which I had no idea about. Who wears it best? Who wore it best? Well, I won. I don't think that there's a real winner. I think that we both look really beautiful in dresses. As a matter of fact, next time I wear it, I'll probably wear it on the beach over a bikini and keep it pulled up and let the bottom drag in the water and all that stuff. But the bigger thing is that this just goes to show you that a 21-year-old and a 54-year-old can have something in common, and it can look nice on both of us. And a lot of people my age, you all are really stuck in your ways, as far as what you wear. And hopefully when you squint and watch this show, everything isn't for everybody. You might not want to wear, a campus outfit like me today. But a few rips in your jeans would make you look more modern. And you 21-year-olds, don't think for 1 second that we aren't on and popping after 50. I really do feel like a campus girl today. The new girl on campus. Hi, boys. Said, hey. So, there's one person who's very adamant about not caring about Richard Simmons in our Hot Topic meeting. And he was very adamant. And I said, no, we care about Richard Simmons. There's a whole culture that cares about Richard Simmons. Last week, dear friend to the show, Richard Simmons, launched a new online shopping channel. I had already heard about it. As a matter of fact, I searched it. My cable doesn't have it. If my cable would work more times than it doesn't, then maybe I could figure it out. Do your job, cable company. Anyway, so they don't expect to see Richard on there hawking his merchandise because he's hired friends to do it for him. I think this is brilliant. Richard doesn't have to be there. Many people just look at him as a spectacle. In reality, and yes, he's an odd-looking man, but I've grown to know Richard from my radio career, and he's been here several times on the show. And I treasure the beauty that is within. So this is his first business venture since he disappeared from the spotlight 5 years ago. The hater in my bureau meeting this morning was saying, well, you know what? He has a nerve to be hiding for 5 years and trying to make money off of us. And you know what? Then I guess you'll be mad at this. Okay. Now, it is the 2012 Richard Simmons calendar. My birthday's in July. 19. It costs $14.99. Here's July. Right? Although, I wish I was born in August because the August picture is look, the August picture is everything. Yes, you just caught my dry palms. While we were touring the country, I was shaking so many hands. I was using so much hand sanitizer and stuff like that I actually got the peelies. And yeah. And now I'm back and I'm still shaking so many hands and washing my hands so much, I get the peelies in my palms. So please, I know that Rambo zoomed in and you saw the peelies. It's okay, Rambo. Shady cameraman. So Richard needs to come out of hiding as far as I'm concerned. And this is probably the safest place for him to be because we love him here. And Richard, if you ever want to talk again, we're here for you. If you want to release a statement as to how you are, the bureau phone works 24/7. My chief bureau head, Bookman, is always there. And Norman is by her side. All right, clap a little louder. Go ahead. We've got more great show for everybody. Up next, the Hot Talk panel is here to break down the hottest stories of the week, including the big Serena Williams controversy. So grab a snack and come on back.
Okay, Wendy, I don't know if you know this, but Savannah and I have a ritual. We do it before every show. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
How you doing?
We just thought of it. It's so clever.
Happy anniversary, Wendy. I can't believe it's been 10 years.
10 years. You look fabulous. You are fabulous. Have a great celebration.